Speaking of going on a run, the Washington football team might do that in the NFC East. That division is not fantastic. Well, the more and more we watch Hard Knocks, the more and more we like Mike McCarthy. But I am somebody that is in the camp of that Washington football team is really fucking good. The amount of wins they were able to piece together last year, they almost beat Tampa Bay Buccaneers, all the while their entire building was actually burning down physically and metaphorically. I mean, 3 exposés while trying to win a game. Coach gets cancer while trying to win a game. They don't have a name while trying to win a game. I mean, it was tough for the Washington football team last year. They bring in Fitzmagic alongside Heineke. I think they're going to be a good squad in the NFC East. I bet them on my futures bet, which could secure me 30-some thousand grand on a $250 bet at FanDuel. I can't wait to take all these sons of bitches' money. I can't wait for it. I'm going to continue to do that. But now the Washington football team is staring down a huge decision, AJ. Anytime you change the name of a brand, there is going to be split reactions. There's going to be people that love it, let's look ahead, and there's going to be people that hate it, we're pissing on tradition. That's going to be something that is going to happen forever in every single brand, let alone in the NFL with one of the biggest franchises fan base-wise we have. The Washington football team has allegedly narrowed it down to 8 names in which the final 3 will be selected from. The 8 names that are allegedly finalists that could be named down to the final 3 are the Washington Armada.
Ooh.
Taking the field, representing D.C., the Washington Presidents is another name. The Washington Brigade, the Washington Commanders, the Washington Defenders, the Washington football team,
yes,
the Washington Red Hogs, and the Washington Red Wolves. The internet's happy that Red Wolves maybe gets the nod there because a lot of people have been wanting to howl for a long time with the new Washington team. Washington football team has fans already, and they had success with that. AJ, your thoughts on Jason Wright's decision on where they're going to go next when it comes to the brand?
I mean, I'm glad that I would not want to be in charge of this, of renaming an NFL team, because when I get at that list, none of them jump out to me as ones that feel like, oh, this is the one. Like, this is it. They all feel like, all right, whatever. What do you say, Red Wolves is on there?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe, strictly just for that reason on game day for the crowd. That's probably what I would rather have.
I would like that as somebody that's not like a diehard everyday Red Wolves fan, you know? Like, would you... You know, a lot of howling, I'd assume, in that fan base, not just in the stadium, but forever. Is that something they want to sign up for? I love a good howl. I'm playing golf. I'm playing wolf, okay? As soon as I hit a bomb, I'm fucking howling. Hey, I'm going low. I'm playing euchre. I got 4 good cards. 4 good cards. I'm howling.
Yeah.
I'm howling. I'm a howler. I enjoy howling. But is that what the Washington football team wants to become? Jason Wright has to make that decision. Snyder has to make that decision. There's going to be built-in tradition that they're going to try to expand upon, I'd assume, with the team, probably the same color. They have some of the logos already designed, I guess.
Look at that
couple
thing.
candy-ass wolves, couple good dubs, couple good, you know, they got some stuff popping off there. That's a big decision that's being made.
Who's making this? Do we know? Hey, do you know?
Yeah.
Did they hire some like big firm to make their logo? Like, who was doing it? Are they like fan submissions?
I think Schlereth is doing it.
Yeah, Mark Schlereth is who Diggs thinks is doing it. I'm not 100% sure if that's necessarily what's going on or not. But yeah, and by the way, what if they hire somebody and they don't like the way that person works? You know, then are they allowed to just kick them out and have to hire somebody else? Is that within the house? If you don't pick one designer, is another designer within the building going to quit? I mean, there is a lot of drama and billions of dollars at stake here, AJ.
I would have made it like a competition and say everybody submit your team, your logo, everything, then narrow it down to 8, then narrow it down to 3, and then the big winner, maybe that person gets like $1 million and hey, here's the new team.
Well, then you're making it a popularity contest, and the only people that get to decide are the people that are able to voice their popular opinion. You know, and
not everybody vote. Let all your fans vote.
Yeah, but you got to think about those hogs. You know,
let your season ticket holders vote.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm telling you. Those fans, they put the noses on.
Yep.
They put the dresses on. They do the whole thing. They ain't voting on some online Twitter poll. All right? They ain't doing it. They ain't doing it. You know, and that's
Send
what
those
Jason
people
Wright has to think
send them
about.
the ballot in the mail. Then send them a hard copy in the mail if they need it.
It seemed like it was
I
Jason
don't want to
Wright.
dive into that. Go ahead, Connor. I'm sorry.
In the video, it was Jason Wright, Ron Rivera, and then one other person just in Jason Wright's office talking about it. And then they do say, I like bleep, bleep, and bleep as the final three. They obviously wouldn't reveal it. So it does seem like it's Ron and Jason Wright that are going to be picking the team name.
Let's go. So it's like Chopped, you know, when they try to say who's losing on the other side. I like that they're making it into content. This is good news. This is good branding. This is good business. But if this is like now in the Bachelor, Bachelorette, is it always the most popular that wins, or do they kind of go heel on that thing, Ty?
I would say a good majority of the time the person that most people like does win, but they always have, you know, the heel will get like a hometown. He'll be there for the end. They definitely manipulate it, but I think the fan favorite going in, if you will, that a lot of times that person is there towards the end.
I appreciate that astute Bachelor and Bachelorette summarization of what happens over there. But what if that's what the Washington football team treats us like? What if each name has its own, like, all right, going to have to go through a couple contests, this name. Does it withstand a good merch deal? Does it withstand a good this? And then they get voted out, and then they kind of get to the end. Because if they're bleeping out the video of them saying, I like blank, blank, and blank, that means they've been covering this entire thing.
Yeah.
This is awesome. Make it a game show. Here we go.
Well, I assume, too, that it's only two of those names, right? Because they have to keep Washington football team as one of the options. I feel like people would be really fucking pissed when they change to that. They go to the playoffs. Like, I feel like it's two of those are a finalist, and then Washington football team will be one of the final
Give me
three.
football team. That's the easy decision.
Hey, I've been a fan of Washington football team as well. As the year went on, I think we all got much more comfortable with it. We're like, this is hysterical. Now, Washington football team, unless they just have a football walking around, you can't have a mascot. It's tough to, kind of brand that thing. And I think they can figure it out, though, AJ. I like the football team. I'm not.
Your mascot's going to turn into 22 humans dressed up every game, traveling around as a football team. That's their mascot.
Or a three-person
You don't need no
WFT.
mascot.
Hold on.
Or maybe the guy. Hold on, Pat. Maybe the guy that has all the things attached to him, and he dances in the middle, and all the things do the same as him.
Yeah, WFT.
Okay, yeah, Mr. WFT like that. But you said 22. It's 24. Okay?
Oh, yeah. I saw you get offended earlier.
Come on.
Yeah, I did get offended earlier because it's a team, okay? It's all three sides of the ball.
You're right. My bad.
Jesus.
All 53 active guys. Then they have to dress up.
Yeah, and that'd be cool. And maybe they all just wear full uniform too, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Hey, here's our mascot, the football team, and then the other team's on the field.
Do they just go into the crowd in away games and fight everybody?
Yeah, most likely.
Yeah. They have their own
Like
section.
like an army? They just kind of disperse. Just like, hey, home field advantage. All of a sudden, we're beating up your fans.